It's that real shit, yo.
Butterfly in the sky.
Hey, I'm Jalen.
And I'm Jada.
Let's get it
And
on.
we out here in these
Nigga,
streets.
my nigga.
Reading rainbow.
You think it's a game?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the podcast.
Yo.
We are here on week 11. And last week, I keep saying last week like we were here last week. Last time we were here, y'all know when that was. We talked about childlike energy and why it is important and why we need to protect it. Especially because we're over here, we are some children out here. Mm-hmm. And as great as it is to have that energy and to hold on to that, you also need to have some kind of structure and obedience in life. And this is take 3. And I feel like this is just a hard subject to talk about because I'm trying to run away from this.
Yeah, me too, friend.
We out here. Oh my God. We not trying to be sad, y'all. I promise. I promise. But let me tell y'all what they have for the definition of obedience, which is our topic of today. The dictionary says that obedience is obeying. So that wasn't enough information for me. So then I looked up obey, and it means to carry out orders of. So the reason that
what? To carry out orders of?
Yeah,
period?
Of blank. Yeah,
oh,
that's it.
Okay. I was like,
of what?
I was waiting for I was looking at you like.
That's it.
Okay,
that's what it says.
Okay.
Not very descriptive.
Nah, I don't give you nothing.
Very few words. Let me backtrack to why this where this topic came from. Doing a little Bible plan, and the word came up, and the spiritual definition was to be God-directed, not self-directed. And that really kind of stayed in my mind because I realized I be out here trying to be self-directed. I'm out here trying to do this all by myself. And I don't have to. You don't have to. You're not supposed to be taking on everything by yourselves. That's not how life was intended. And that's what really had me fucked up. When thinking about this topic. So the quote that went along with this was that we look outside of I can't read. My eyes are tired. We look outside of ourselves. We look outside of ourselves for our purpose, values, and decisions. Sorry, you just have to sit with that for a while. You have to look outside of yourself. We spend a lot of time on here talking about looking within yourself to understand who you are, to learn who you are, to be comfortable with yourself. And how important it is to, do you and be with yourself. But you are not the only self in this world. I think I'm
going to cry. Oh, this is too much. I can't take this today. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Oh.
You want me to keep going? You want me to stop?
I'm okay. You can keep going. I'll just sit here until my mouth feels like making words about the subject.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, you're not, see, now I ain't got no more words. You're not the only self in this world. You know what I mean? Like, we went a little bit into, like, cultures and stuff. And when you think about that, what we said before with cultures, you have all these different people that were put together on this earth for a reason. Not to look at each other weirdly and shit like that, but to learn from each other. So when you're thinking about what's going on in your life, you have to look outside of yourself so that you can find yourself. And I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm making sense to me.
You're making sense.
You start with yourself, and you find your inner peace and what's important to you and what that means to you and who you are, and you become your own person and you live in that and be strong in that. But then there becomes a point in time where you can no longer just live in yourself, and you have to look outside of yourself so that you can actually reach your full potential and your goals. You know? Obedience is not just like some scary thing where it's like you gotta follow every rule. It's just a matter of saying that we have these because you don't have to do this shit by yourself. It's not all just up to you to figure everything out alone. You know what I mean? Like, damn. People out here trying to have your back.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
So then, when you think about that, or when I think about that, I think about what I have been doing rather than obedience is being disobedient. And what does that mean? Disobedience is a refusal to obey. And when I think about that a little deeper, it brings me to, does disobedience relate to a level of selfishness? And in our first take of this episode, we realized, yes, it does. And I've said before that, you know, sometimes in life, you have to be a little selfish, you know, because there's nobody else in the world that has to live your life but you. So you have to be selfish to understand what it is that you need so that you can get the things out of the world that you're trying to get out of it. But you can't be selfish 100% of the time, you know? You can't just be on your one path on your own. You know, there's different paths, and those paths cross.
Damn.
And you're going to meet other people.
Are all of our podcast topics coming together right now? Because I'm about to freak the fuck out. I'm falling apart over here, man.
It's okay. It's okay. Those paths cross. And you know, sometimes you'll stop on that path with that person that you've crossed with. And you exchange, and you can learn something and you can teach something. Or you just walk on by within those paths. But the whole idea is, with anything, and the reason why we got all these different people out here, like I said before, what was it? It's to learn from each other. You know? To learn from each other. And not to copy and be out here and try to be the same person. You know? That's not the idea, because if we were all supposed to be the same person, then we would have been made as the same person. You know what I mean? You got people out here following trends and stuff, and that's all cool and shit. You know what I mean? But like, that's not about to be my new saying, y'all. I'm gonna have to cut that off real quick. And what was I saying? The trends and stuff, and they all do the same shit or whatever. And it's fun. But at some point, you have to stop and bring yourself into it. And now, I may be talking in circles, but it just keeps going back and forth, because you have to have a balance of yourself, and you have to have a balance of the world. Self, inner peace, inner demons, and then you have the world and the crazy shit going out here that we talk about. But then there's also a ton of beauty in the world. But you just have to open your eyes and see it. You can't see it if you're just within yourself all the time. And you can't understand yourself and figure out what's going on with that if you just keep yourself busy and wrapped up in the shit of the world.
Yeah, people who have on blinders, you know, like racehorses,
Mm-hmm.
and they just keep going. They are not happy, nor are they not holy, but wholesome, like the whole self, successful. Because you, like you said, you need other people. You know, they tend to miss out on that relationship, that connection with others. And there's always a piece missing because they're so focused, you know, like straight ahead, can't see what's happening. So then they have no relation, no connection to the universe.
Correct.
Like there's literally energy out here for you to gather, for you to prosper, for you to grow, just like the nature that's outside.
Yeah.
I'm ready now.
Okay.
It took me 10 minutes, but I'm gathered.
It's okay.
Okay. So when you first brought up the topic, I mentioned that I was, hold on. It's been real rough. So I've been doing a lot of trying to pull all my crazy together and kind of write stuff out. And I wrote down that a lot of people were like, oh, 2020 is going to be my year. 2020 vision. Even I myself put that for my oh my gosh, that was 2 years ago, for my 23rd birthday. I was like, yep, I'm going to be 23, Jordan year, 2020 vision. And then the panoramic happened and everybody was like, 2020 was supposed to be our year. We were supposed to have vision. We ain't got no vision. We can't see nothing. We stuck inside, yada, yada, yada. But that's not true. 2020 gave a lot of people vision. It showed you what life looks like when you don't have others. You know what I mean? When you can't connect, when you can't actually go out in the world and have like face-to-face interaction with people. It also showed people how much they hate what their current routine is, how much they needed that change in their lives. Yes. For some people like me, 2020 said, oh, this is your time. These are the plans that you have been trying to put in place. You need to put those things in place. Now, 2021, now that we're going back in session and everybody's going back into their like regular routine, it is now bringing to light how there are consequences for disobedience. Because those people who received the vision, went out and made it happen, they're living their lives in 2021. A lot of things have changed drastically for them for the better. And people like me are out here still talking about 2020 and 2021 are the same. They're feeling the same. It's feeling like a struggle. That's because you doing the same shit, nigga.
Right.
It's gonna be the same because your ass is the same. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell at y'all. But it's gonna be the same. Literally driving yourself crazy. Yeah, I'm sure it does feel the same. You're doing the same stuff. So then I was like, 2022 needs to be the year of action. Needs to be the year of obedience. Needs to be the year of taking what has been given to you and doing it. Minus the ifs, the buts, what ifs, I can, I can't, and just follow direction. Be obedient. Most importantly, have faith.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I just think it's really interesting. Like you said, it's perspectives, and everything can't be negative. Everything can't be a result of this, a result of that, a result of I didn't do this because this, that, and the third. Like, when do you have an internal, internal locus of control versus everything being externally wrong? When is it you? And when can you take a moment to receive help from the people who have been talking you through the same shit for years? Because they just as tired as you.
Right.
And I think that's what has been bothering me the most this year specifically, is feeling like I'm a burden to others. But what causes that burden is me complaining and boo-hooing, quite literally, crying about the same shit. I'm not dancing. And my mother was like, yeah, you're not. I was like, yeah, but if I move to DC, I can take more dance classes. She goes, okay, so what dance classes are you trying to take? Because you haven't taken any. I said, you're correct. Like that's energy that I haven't accounted for. No, I'm not specifically asking them for help, asking them for money, asking them for opinions, asking them. But that takes energy too.
A lot of energy.
You bringing somebody else into your same insanity. That's not fair either. So then when are you obedient to those people who are giving you advice, who have been in the same place that you have been? When do you take a moment to go onto the internet and actually do something valuable with the connections that you can make with other people from around the world?
When you get your head out your ass.
Pull your head out your ass. Like, oh my goodness.
Oh my God. No, I just...
Like, January gotta bring something new. Like that shit
but it's not January, it's not November, it's not December, September, it's not the month. Bitch, you gotta do something new. 2022 ain't doing shit if you gonna be sitting here in the same fucking spot.
Correct. That shit crazy. When you realize it's been you the whole time.
You are the villain.
When you realize you're the villain. It's crazy. You can't even trust you out here, man.
No, you can. It's just like, no, because like one of my biggest things, people who know me know that I've always been like, oh my God, I hate New Jersey. Brother. Once I leave New Jersey, everything's going to be better. And it has a little bit. But bitch, I'm still sad. That shit came with me. It didn't stay in New Jersey.
That's just not funny.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you mean, friend.
It's a state. And yes, they have different energies and people do better in different places and stuff. But it's just New Jersey. It's a state. I can't be blaming all my problems on a state, you know?
I mean, Jersey is some trash. I won't lie to you. I won't even lie to you. I won't hold you. But you're right.
I had something else, but I can't quite remember what it was. I got short-term memory.
Damn, it's really cold in here.
Dang, I'm really trying to remember. Hold on. Clear my throat. Yeah, I really can't remember what it is. Anything that's coming to my head now is just, the same thing we've been saying. You can go back. Going back, listening to what we said before about, these people out here, they not happy. But some of them might be,
Oh, you mean the people who have on the blinders and just...
Not necessarily blinders, but just people in society. We talk about how we have to specifically as an artist, sometimes you have to fight society to be who you want to be in life. And we'd rather, be living in a box and dancing than conforming.
Yes.
But we not living in no box and dancing. We living in this apartment and we tired as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll find me a box.
Yeah.
Talk about it, be about it, you know what I mean?
Correct.
But I don't really want to live in a box.
It's just a saying. I'm not saying you want to live in a box, Jalen.
Well, I know it's just
I won't let
saying,
you live out there.
but I'm just saying there's conflicting things happening in life.
Yes.
It's not just the disobedience. It's that's why I was confused earlier. There's conflicting values all over the place. Yes, I want to live in a box and just dance. That would be great. I don't want to be associated with living in a box. Me working my ass off to live in a box. I don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the obedience thing becomes difficult. There's conflicting values.
I'm sorry, I sniffed on
the mic.
I be having no sniffles. I'm sorry.
No, I did that too. I had to get up and get a tissue from the minor waterworks. But that's why I was confused earlier, because biblically, you get your values from the Bible, period. Point blank, period. Right? But wait, there's more. The Bible is written in a dialect, a way of speaking that we don't use anymore. Therefore, it now has multiple versions.
Correct.
And each version is not translated the same.
Right.
So then you got people out here just throwing different things out right and left and right, which has created different denominations of not just Christianity, but also Judaism. You gotta have balance. I did the math in my head, but basically, yeah, there's all this stuff out in the world, and so my question is, I did some deduction, some induction, and then deduction, and then induction again. What values do you think you should carry through life? Nice, because we're always changing.
Right.
But there has to be some kind of moral compass.
Yeah.
Besides the 10 Commandments. What values? Oh my gosh. The 10 Commandments. The moral compass.
You're literally.
But this is my brain on a daily basis, every hour of the day. That's why I can't focus. Okay. Okay, besides the 10 Commandments, what are some values that you think should stay throughout life? I like just 3.
For everybody?
Yeah, just in general. What are some values you should have?
I don't know nothing about these people.
And if everybody had similar values, would the world be a better place?
Maybe, maybe not.
I would like to hear arguments for both.
Damn. Okay, so the 3 values. Only one is coming to my head. Just love thy neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying you gotta love everybody out here. That's a strong word.
Compassion.
But you have to have some care about other than someone other than yourself. You know, we're all in this world together. Mm-hmm. So
Compassion,
it's okay to give a
empathy.
shit about somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you gotta be all up their ass 24/7 or anything. But if somebody needs a little help and you can help. Yeah. Even in the smallest way. We don't have to be out here being assholes to everybody for no reason. We're all people. We're all going through life. You know, it's all right. Number 2, I'm trying to think of the right words. I know what I want to say, but the words aren't coming to me. So I guess I'll say it as best as I can and explain. Hold on and fight, but really hold on.
Perseverance.
Yeah, kind of like that. To your dreams. Yeah. It's important to have something to want and to strive for.
Hope.
And to work for, you know? Don't let people take that away from you, you know? It's okay to dream. Talked about that with the childlike energy. It's okay. Dream. We do it for a reason. It's all right to have dreams and to have goals and to want to work towards them, no matter what age either. You know, I was talking to my mom at brunch the other day, and she was talking about these things she wanted to do, and she was like, yeah, but whatever. Like learning another language or something. And I'm like, who says you can't? Why do you feel like you can't? You know? If you really want to.
Yeah, all these young people.
Go ahead.
Here, you could be 80-something and learn a new language.
Right.
Your brain doesn't stop.
We have to keep learning. But that shit gonna stop working, right?
I mean, when you die, when you dead.
But
we not dead yet.
Don't worry about it so much. Just go ahead and try it.
It's so much easier said than done.
It is, because I'm not doing shit. But you know, that's one of the other values. And then the third one, be kind to yourself. We talked about this in the beginning, you know. It all starts with yourself. Yes, we, you know, reach out to others, we help others, but we can't do anything for anybody else until we start with ourselves and learn to love ourselves and care for ourselves. You can't expect anybody else to give you that love or care, you know, if you can't do it for yourself. Yes, you are important. Yes, you need to take time. Be a little selfish for yourself so that you can understand yourself as a whole and feel good in your skin, in your body, because that's very important. And not everybody feels that. And once you can do that, then you can reach out and help somebody else. And you'll have more courage, I guess, to achieve those goals and dreams, because you feel better about yourself and you're empowering yourself. And those are my 3 life values. Take it as you will.
I like it. That was good.
Thank you. You had another question. What was it? You wanted me to answer. Can't remember.
Oh, if everybody had the same values, would the world be better? Or similar values, would the world be better?
So when you, sorry, very loud. When you first said that, I thought about like a society where everything was just the same. I don't know why my brain
Like The Giver.
like takes things away. Where like everybody, like Cat in the Hat, where everybody's living in the same house with the same car.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem happy. But then you're always going to have somebody who wants a little disobedience in their life. A little adventure.
A little spice. Yeah, a little zany.
I don't know where exactly I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's what comes to mind when I think about it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, well, what do you have to have in place for people to instill those values, and how does that change the world? I don't know.
You know,
I
in a
have no
perfect world, yes. But you learn quickly that there is no perfect world.
Not at all.
Right from the beginning. The very beginning, Jada. In all mythology, in all forms from different cultures, there's always like a perfect start.
Mm-hmm.
But there has to be balance. So for everything that is positive, there's a negative.
Correct.
Oh my gosh, even in science, like electrons and protons. Okay, anyway. Wow. This seat crazy. I can't sit here no more. I can't sit here no more. This seat is wild. Okay. All right. So, because the Garden of Eden was perfect,
Mm-hmm.
but inside of that garden, the serpent appeared and tempted Eve, and Eve tempted Adam. You know, so ideally, yes, the world would be a better place. But in practice, no, because like you said, there's always going to be something different, because there has to be.
But it's not that simple.
Yeah, that's not how life works. In all forms of mythology and all religions, that is never how life has worked.
Yeah. I think I don't even know if this relates to
All
anything,
teachings.
but I think for me specifically, I need to stop trying to figure it out and just live it.
You know, don't we all? Don't we all? Damn, I'm cold as hell. Like I'm literally shivering on my neck.
All right. This was a lot.
It was. I'm trying to call out of work for real.
Oh no.
I can't do this, man. I can't talk to y'all people after this conversation.
Yeah, it was a lot. We weren't expecting this. But, you know, it's nice to come on here and share and, you know, think and speak out, you know, what's going on in the head.
Yeah.
I thought this was an interesting topic just because it struck me in the moment. And I wanted to see where it would take us. It
Dang.
took us a lot of different places.
I got a closing question.
Yeah. What you got?
How many of y'all are disobedient out there? Just take a second. Think about your life. Think about what you're going through. Thinking about who you've talked to about it. Like, how many of y'all are being disobedient in life? And even if it's, you know, like we talked about earlier, maybe it's a positive disobedience, you know? Maybe you're fighting against something that doesn't serve you. You know what I mean? Whatever that may be. But just, I don't know, take a moment. Think about it. Could there be something that could change drastically just by you being obedient, following what has been put in front of you? Maybe the GPS is taking you in the right direction, girl. And you talk about you missed your turn. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Life is wild, y'all. Y'all stay safe out here.
Yep. All right. Well, it was nice talking to y'all, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we out here.
All right. Peace.